Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, race fans, and welcome in to week number 7 of the Noma Next Gen Cup Series, brought to you in part by Nashville Super Speedway. Hopefully you guys are excited for this one. I really like this track, so let me go ahead and show you some of the race info for today. It is a 72-degree Fahrenheit track temperature night with 69 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature, 81% humidity, with a clear sky with 1 mile/hour winds. They're currently doing their practice session, which is set for 45 minutes. As soon as we're done with that, we'll move on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 165 laps here tonight. Do remember, you'll see the yellow and checker flag waving at lap number 40 and lap number 80. Those will be the end of our stages where they'll score some championship points. So you'll see some hard racing at the end of those laps right there, so keep an eye on those. Should keep things pretty exciting. They do have 5 sets of tires for tonight, with 1 faster pair and 3 green-white checkered attempts. And of course, this is brought to you in part by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. How's everybody doing? We were off last week, so yeah, haven't seen you all in a couple weeks. Hopefully you all are doing good. But yeah, let's focus on what's going on out on track. Let's go ahead and zoom in and see exactly what everybody is doing. Who is out on track at the moment? Here is the number 44 car of John Ross. He currently has the fastest time. Our driver from Bell Buckle, Tennessee, in the 44 car. Good luck to you tonight, John. Who else do we have out here? Joe Hudson, I'm sorry. Joe Hudson is in pit lane right now. Ice on the side of that thing. The 49 car in the Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Joe. Who else is zooming around right now? We got Zach Stevens out on track from Bethune, South Carolina. He'll be driving the number 33 car. Moza Racing on the side. I love this paint job. It really reminds me of like some old school Hot Wheel cars. It looks really good. Looks really fast. Good luck to you tonight, Zach. Who else? Justin Parham is out zooming around the track right now, from the driver from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, in the number 19 Yingling Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Justin. Carson Youngblood also out on track at the moment in the number 16 car, the Chevy Camaro. As I say on the side, Youngblood Racing as always, so good luck to you tonight, Carson. Derek Buckaloo as well is making his way around the track right now in the 81 car. He had the fastest lap for quite some time here in practice. It looks like some people are starting to get used to the cars, used to the track. I look for this one to be pretty exciting here tonight, so yeah, guess we'll have to wait and see. He is the driver from Beeville, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Derek. Chase Greer is currently in pit lane. He is in the number 8 car. It's hard to see down there. Ain't many lights down there. But he is going to be the driver from Johnsonville, South Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Chase. Brian Workman is out making his way around the track, the 74 car. The driver from Statesville, North Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Brian. Nathan Brzezowski is also out on track, the number 77 car. Really impressive for the first time seeing him a couple weeks ago. I look for him to do pretty big things here tonight, so good luck to you tonight, Nathan. Ryan Gomes is currently in pit lane. It looks like the 55 car. He's getting ready to pull out on track. The driver from Arcata, California. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Who just pulled out on track? Oh, it's Matthew Fritz. Here's the 29 car, Matthew Fritz, driver from Middletown in his Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Matthew. Who else do we have? Dustin Rogerson is in pit lane, the 23 car, the driver from New Berlin, Illinois. He's had quite the season as well. He's had some ups and downs, but he's always been a very, very competitive racer, so good luck to you tonight, Dustin. Leroy Coblentz coming out of pit lane now, joining the track service up there on the concrete. The 42 car, the Adrenaline Racing on the side of his Ford Mustang, the driver from Dover, Delaware. Good luck to you tonight, Leroy. Alan Wild currently sitting in pit lane, taking a break, probably sipping on some water at the moment. He'll be in the number 28 car, the Ford Mustang. Pristine Pathways on the side of his car here tonight, so good luck to you tonight, Alan. Rick L. Kennedy, I don't know where he is at. He's going to be in the 51 car. It looks like he is in the garage area, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to see him. But that'll be a new one for me. He'll be in the 51 Bucky's Chevy Camaro. Shane Wilden is out on track. I know this man pretty darn well. He'll be in the number 6 car from London, Ohio. Good luck to you tonight, Shane. Joey Katina as well right there behind him on the track. This one's going to be hard to see, folks. He's got a blacked out machine, but he is going to be in the number 14 Ford Mustang, so good luck to you tonight, Joey. Chris Cornett, man, we all know he has had one hell of a season. He's our points leader heading into tonight, so he will definitely be one to watch. He's going to be from Rome, Georgia, in the 88 Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Chris. Jay Stinson is currently in pit lane. He's just sitting there time. He has not put in a time yet, so we'll have to see what kind of pace he's got here for tonight. But he is from Bristol, Tennessee, so good luck to you tonight, Jay. We do have Keith Prince and Joey Hickox. They're in the server, but they are not currently out on track, so we're not able to see exactly what they're doing. Well, let's go ahead and take a trip around the track with Derek Buckaloo here. We'll take an onboard here. I'll turn off the driver details. We've seen everybody's details so far. This track is one of my favorites. I really, really like this track. It's concrete. You don't have very many concrete tracks out there. It's very fast. It feels like a short track because you're just zooming around here the whole time you're on the wheel. Turns 3 and 4 are definitely a little bit more tricky than 1 and 2, if you ask me. Coming off of 4, you get a little loose sometimes. But yeah, overall, this is a really fun track. This is the beginning of the lap right here. So you cross the start-finish line through the tri-oval. Got to slow it down a little bit more in turn 1 than you do 3. Come out, you can just hug up right up next to the wall, hold her to the floor. See just how fast you can go. You don't have to really switch gears here. Some racers do, some racers don't. Nice smooth line here by Derek Buckaloo. He's got a lot of speed so far. Like he's putting in some pretty good pace. Currently has the 7th fastest time with a 29.41. See just how close the grid is. A 29.34 is the fastest time on the board. 29.58 is the slowest time. So 0.24 of a second separates the entire field right now. Should be exciting here tonight, everybody. I think this one's going to be a good one. Hopefully we don't see very many cautions. This league has been a lot of fun so far, the first 6 races of the season. I only had to miss one, unfortunately, and I hate that I had to miss that one, but I was out of town. But yeah, I got to catch every single race with all these racers, and man, it's been a whole lot of fun. So pretty excited to see how it all shakes out. Chris Cornett just put in a really good time. Holy smokes. Takes him all the way up to P3 at 29.35. Showing that pace here tonight as he has throughout the whole season. That's why he is our points leader at the top of the board. He will definitely be one that we'll probably be talking to unless things go crazy at the end of the night. We get to hear from the top 3 racers after the race is over. That's always a pretty good time just to hear what they experienced out there on track. So hopefully some of these racers are hoping to speak to me after the race. Oh, we got a little 3-car train getting piled up here. Oh, here's Joey Hickox finally coming out of pit lane. Let's see a little zoomed in action of him. In the number 3 car. Oh, he's blinking for me, unfortunately. H&H tractor work on the side of his Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Joey. Keith Prince is the only one we haven't seen yet. He'll be in the number 1 car. He's somewhere out there. He's just in the garage right now. I'm going to do my best here tonight, folks. I've been a little under the weather, so sometimes I get a little coughing fit going on when I talk too much. So if I have to take a little break here and there and I'm a little bit quiet for a moment, I do apologize. Usually I'm pretty hot on the mic, but you know, sometimes you get sick, you know. It just is the way it is. Sorry, I had to grab me a sip of a drink. How's everybody been for the last 2 weeks? I haven't seen you all. Here in Bristol, Tennessee, it has been a roller coaster of weather, but it's been quite warm. Been spending quite a bit of time outside enjoying the weather. It's been really nice. Love this time of year when it's starting to warm up and things are starting to bloom. It's getting really pretty outside. And NASCAR is on the TV. Oh, better. Got about, what, 13 minutes left in practice. Zoom in here. Let's see all the cars running around the track. We'll just go to the exciting cam. It'll keep us up to date on anything crazy happening out there on track. I love all these paint schemes on the cars. Looks so good when you got a whole field of them. Oh, I need to turn on our sponsor here. Let's turn that on. Appreciate all you sponsors. You can see those in the bottom right. Without you all this fun wouldn't be had, so appreciate you guys a lot for sponsoring the league. Whoa, Chris Cornett got a little loose there out of turn number 4. I told you. That one's a little bit tricky right there, especially on the latter part of the run when the tires start getting slick and you're really trying to push the pace and you're forced down to the bottom line, especially if you're trying to take an inside approach to take a position away from someone. And it's really hard to hold the line down there and keep the wheels under you in the way that you want. You hope those tires just bite that concrete, but sometimes they just don't. We just had a new racer enter the server. Kerry Klein, the number 11 car. Looking to see him out on track here momentarily. For John Ross. His way around the track currently has the second fastest time, a 29.34. Nathan Brzezowski right here, the 77 car. The one I said that was a pretty good performance in his first race out with us a couple weeks ago. Really put on the show. He currently has the fastest time, a 29.32. He might be one to keep an eye on here tonight. He's heading down the backstretch now, pulling out of pit lane. Let's play around with these cameras a little bit, see what it looks like with all the cars going around the track. Turn 1. Here's turns 1 and 2. You see the racers zooming through the middle of the corner. There's the exit of turn number 2. See just how close they like to get to that wall. That's the way you want to do it. Here is the backstretch. Oh, I hear wheels are squealing back there. Here's the entrance to turn number 3. Here's the middle of 3 and 4. There's Joe Hudson. John Ross. Yeah, they got some pretty good cameras in here. I like the cameras they set up. Looks good. What's green flag cam look like? Oh, we don't have one. We're going to have to do it ourselves. That's not too bad, though. Harry Klein is out on track. Let's give him a little TV time here. Where's he at? There's the number 11 car, the black and yellow Brecken Paving on the side of his Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Kerry. Keith Prince still sitting in pit lane. Maybe he's so confident he don't need practice. But I'm good. Here's Jay Stinson zooming around the track. Fry disposal on the side of that thing. I want to give a big shout out to the Blue Ridge Auto Group. This is the Blue Ridge Auto Group 220 from Nashville Super Speedway. So appreciate you guys a lot for being the main sponsor here tonight. A little onboard action here with Jay Stinson. Let's see how he's feeling in the car. And watch that steering wheel. You can see that red stripe at the top. That's the middle of the steering wheel. See how much he's working the wheel if it's hard for you to see the steering wheel. Looks like he's nice and smooth out of turn 4. Looking like he's feeling pretty good there. Keeping it in 5th gear, it looks like, for the most part. See if he swaps down to 4th gear here. I've seen some of the drivers doing that. I particularly like to keep it in 5th gear the whole track around. I did get to play around with this in practice earlier. I try to do that so I can see what the drivers are kind of feeling. I think I drove about 50 laps around the track. I really like these next-gen cars. I think these things are a lot of fun to drive. Jay Stinson showing how it's done. Nice and smooth. Yeah, we got 8 minutes left in practice here. Then we're moving on to qualifying right after that. Shouldn't be too far away. Nathan Brzezowski still has that fast time of 29.32. Nobody's knocked him off the top yet. John Ross in 2nd position. Joe Hudson in that 3rd spot. Chris Cornett will be in the 4th spot. And Joey Gattina rounding out top 5. We'll see if they can match all those times when we go into qualifying. But you see just how close the grid is. Holy smokes. 29.32 for the fastest man on track. And a 29.58. The slowest man on track, which if you can even call that slow. I think they're all zooming at just about the same exact pace. It's just a matter of a little bit of move here, a little bit of move there. You can hear just how much the tires get punished around these corners. You can hear them squealing. It's a little bit loose there in the middle of the corner. Nice and easy out of the corner there for Jay, though. I do wonder if this is going to be a single lane track here tonight, though. I know whenever I race these in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, this is a very heavy hug the yellow line track. And they race it just like a short track. It's a bump and run kind of track. But the high line is there if you can handle it. There's some people that can run it for a couple laps, but it does eat up the tires a little bit. But everybody's driving style is a little bit different. Jay's still looking pretty solid here. It don't look like he's struggling for any kind of grip. Dustin Roderson rejoining the track surface. I'm going to try to get a few minutes of practice here. We got 6 minutes left. So a little bit of time to get some in there. Here's Nathan Brzezowski, the man with the fastest time. Still looking pretty darn good. He's getting pretty close to that yellow line, but not really getting right on it. As you see Carson Moonblood a little bit back there, touching the wall out of turn number 4. Got a feeling we're going to see a lot of that tonight. We got about 5 minutes left here in practice. I will go ahead and show you all the race info for today in case you missed that at the beginning of the broadcast. Here you go, a 1.3 mile track, 72 degrees track temperature tonight. So a nice and cool track. I don't look for tire wear to be much of an issue. 69 degree Fahrenheit ambient temperature. Lots of humidity, 81%. We're currently doing that practice session, which is set for 45 minutes. Qualifying will be up next. It'll be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 laps to put in. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day. 165 laps here tonight. Stage ends are at lap number 40 and lap number 80. 5 sets of tires, so plenty of tires here for tonight for 165 laps. That's more than enough. 1 fast repair in case, shit hits the fan. And 3 green, white checker attempts, so, yeah. Nathan Brzezowski going to take it down pit lane. Here's Chris Cornett zooming around the track. Is that the 51 car, Rick Kennedy? It sure is. Let's give him a little screen time here. Here is that Bucky's Chevy Camaro I was talking about earlier, the 51 car. Good luck to you tonight, Rick. I haven't seen Rick out on track with us this season. So let's see what he can do. Currently has the 17th fastest time. So got a little pace in that thing. 29.51. Going to try to follow that 88 car. I think that's a good idea. He has been a force to be reckoned with all season long. Chris Cornett, man, I tell you. Justin Parham zooming around the track. Well, as I say that, he's going to pull her down to the apron and say, huh, take me to pit lane. And Joey Hickox, I can't really hardly watch him. He's blinking pretty bad for me. Max Stevens. Really love this paint job. I don't know why. I think it makes me feel like a kid again. Looks really good, though. I really like that blue color he's got on it with the flames. He's trying to chase down a couple racers right here in front of, well, a few racers, let's just show you, right here in front of him. Running through the middle of the corner here. Ooh, somebody touched the wall. Let's see the number 8 of Chase Greer. Rocking his classic black and orange. Really good. He slowed down quite a lot there in the middle of that corner. Pretty high banking here in the corner. You can kind of see that here with this gyro cam. Just how much of a grade it is. Pretty good grading here on the front stretch as well. Try to carry as much speed as you can. This is a pretty fast racetrack. I enjoy this one a hell of a whole lot. I think this is the flattest part of the track here on the back stretch. One minute left, everybody. The countdown is on. Qualifying will be up next. Oh, I see a new contender has entered the arena here, folks. It is the 39 car of Josh Freed. Let's go ahead and give him a little screen time. Looking good, black and white. Michael Jordan ride. Driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Will be in the Toyota Camry here tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Josh. He's had an up and down season as well. Hoping for a good result for him. He's been in some tough situations where he was just caught up in the wrong time at the wrong place. You know? Sometimes that happens, so, you know, it is what it is. 3, 2, 1. And that is it, folks. Practice is now over with. We'll move on to qualifying here in just 1 minute. Let's see who's going to get the fastest time. Here are your results from practice. Nicely done to Nathan Brzezowski. 29.327 was the fastest time in practice. Let's see if they can match that in qualifying here. John Ross, Joe Hudson, Chris Cornett, Joey Gattina round out your top 5. Zach Stevens, Justin Parham, Carson Youngblood, Joey Hickox, and Derek Buckaloo will round out your top 10. See some of these cars coming out of pit lane now. I believe they're getting ready to make their time around. And we'll go ahead and bring up the tower. Pay attention over there to the left-hand side, folks. That's how we're going to see just who has the fastest time. Got quite a few cars out on track. This is lone qualifying, so they don't have to worry about any of the other cars. They have 5 minutes on the board and 2 laps to put in here. A lot of them taking the green flag now. Just saw Leroy Coblentz. So here's Carson Youngblood making his way around the track. Kerry Klein as well out on track right now, putting in a fast lap, I'm sure. Joey Gattina pulling out of pit lane in the all blacked out 14 car. Carson Youngblood going to be our first one to put a lap time on the board at 29.53. See if that's good enough to keep him up there. I don't think that's going to be fast enough for B pole position. I think 29.3 is where it's going to be at. 29.9 coming in for Leroy Coblentz. 29.98. If Carson Youngblood can improve here on his second lap. Getting ready to cross the stripe. Remember, 29.53. Can he beat it? He does not. His second lap was a 29.54. So good consistency, but got to see where that puts him at on the grid. Right now, still at the top of the board, though, 29.53. It is the time to beat. I might just have to eat those words that I said. He might be at the top of the board. Nathan Brzezowski, 29.57. Now at 29.55. So he does improve, but he does not take pole position. Good enough for P3 at the moment. John Ross has officially put in the fastest time, folks, at 29.42. Puts him at the top of the leaderboard. That is the time to beat. Almost a full, oh yeah, it is a full 10th faster than the rest of the field right now. Joey Hickox, a 29.61 put in for him. Good enough for P5 at the moment. Derek Buckaloo just now finished his 29.67. No, 29.64. I apologize. 29.67 was his second lap. So 29.64 will be his fastest lap. Dustin Rogerson, 29.75. See if he can improve here on the second lap. Getting ready to cross the stripe. Yes, a good improvement as well. 29.46, good enough for a front row starting spot at the moment. Let's see if he can hang on to it, but still a very good effort there on his second lap. Nicely done, Dustin. Dave Stinson making his way around the track. Hasn't put in his first lap just yet. It's getting ready to. Through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go down the front stretch, across the start-finish line, and see what his first lap is. It is a 29.79. He can improve here on his second lap. Ryan Gomes has put in a pretty good lap time, good enough for P7, 29.63. Nice and smooth here from Jay. See if he can improve here on this lap. Going to hug up right next to that wall, cut it down, make it as straight a line as possible. Go down to the apron. Does he improve? He does quite a lot, too. A 29.57 for his second lap out here. Close enough to a 29.56 if you round it down. So nicely done, Jay. Good top 10 spot right here. Justin Parham just put in a burner, folks. A 29.50. Get enough to put him in P3 at the moment. Chase Greer, a nice time as well, 29.51. Just very little bit off of Justin Parham here. Joe Hudson, everybody, has just put in a fast time as well. Good enough for a front row starting spot. Nicely done, Joe. 29.45. See if Justin improves on his second lap. 29.50 for his first lap. And a 29.89 for his second lap. So no improvement there, but still good. Second row starting spot right now. Good enough for P4. Let's see if he can hold it right there. I think that is mostly everybody done with qualifying here. Here is Rick Kennedy. I think he's just logging some laps. 29.68. That's his fastest time. Still have not seen Brian Wortman, Keith Prince, or Shane Wilden out on track. Shane Wilden is a teammate of mine, and he is a really, really, really good dude. Really fast racer as well. Very competitive, very respectful out on the track, so good luck to you tonight, man. Alrighty, folks, it is almost that time. You're going to see some racers making their way to grid. We are getting there. Oh, I did not mean to show that. I apologize. Here are your results for qualifying. Let's see just how they stacked up. Congratulations to John Ross, our pole winner of the night here, with a 29.423. Joe Hudson as well, going to get a front row starting spot. Going to be starting right there beside John. Dustin Rogerson and Justin Parham. Chase Greer, Ryan Gomes, Zach Stevens, Carson Youngblood, Nathan Brzezowski, and Matthew Fritz. That is your top 10 here in qualifying. Here is the rest of the field. All the way down to 24 cars. Hopefully we'll see 24 hit the grid. I haven't seen any of Keith Prince. I'm not sure if he's just here to watch or if he's going to be racing himself. He did not participate in qualifying. Well, let's practice, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Cars are making their way down to grid as we speak. It looks like here is the man that's going to lead us off here tonight. The 44 of John Ross. Missed a couple weeks ago. Lost his points lead. Sure, he's looking to regather that, gain it back up. Once we get all the cars out on track, we'll go through the starting lineup here tonight. On Joe Hudson, Zach Stevens, maybe Keith Prince if he's going to make grid. Besides that, I think we got everybody out here out on track. Oh, I hate the camera angle. Can't see nothing. There's Joe Hudson. He has now joined the arena. Really, really love this track. I'm excited for this race here tonight. I think this is going to be a pretty good one. There's Christian Delgado, by the way. Didn't even get to see Christian Delgado. Let's zoom in on him a little bit. Here's the 13 car. Christian Delgado. Fast times on the side of this thing. Good luck to you tonight, Christian. All right, getting ready to pull off a pit lane. It looks like John Ross going to lead us out. Here is going to be our starting lineup of the night, folks. John Ross will have Joe Hudson alongside. Going to start on the front row. Then we'll have Dustin Rogerson and Justin Parham will be in row number 2. And row number 3, we'll have Chase Greer and Ryan Gomes. Row number 4 will be Zach Stevens and Carson Youngblood. Nathan Brzezowski and Matthew Fritz will start alongside each other for row number 5. Row number 6 will be Jay Stinson and Alan Wild. Who else do we have? We have Joey Hickox and Derek Buckaloo going to share that 7th row together. 8th row will be Chris Cornett and Rick Kennedy. I'm wondering what happened to Chris Cornett. I know he's much faster than that. Maybe he's got a plan. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Kerry Klein and Joshua Freed going to be in the 9th row. 10th row will be Leroy Koblenz and Joey Katina. Christian Delgado and Keith Prince in the 11th row. And 12th row will be Brian Wortman and Shane Wilden. That is it, folks. Green flag getting ready to wave here in just 1 minute. You saw the
green flag.
pace car getting off the track, and here we go. Green flag is out here tonight. 165 laps. We're racing to lap number 40. Pretty good start here. Looks like a pretty smooth start for the most part. We're going to still see some double file action. John Ross going to take that early lead. Joe Hudson going to settle in 2nd. Good battle for 3rd, though. We're going to have Justin Parham and Dustin Rogerson alongside each other as they head down the backstretch. Justin Parham had quite the run there on the high side. I think he might get it, and he does. He tucks down low. He will seal off that 4th position. Or 3rd position, I apologize. 4th position, we go to Dustin Rogerson. Ryan Gomes now has Chase Greer up above him. Head down. Finish line. First lap is now complete, everybody. It's like Ryan Gomes in a comfortable 5th position now. Chase Greer got a little bit of pressure here by Zach Stevens and Carson Youngblood. Carson going to take a peek download. Can he have the space? He does not. A single file action up here up front, it looks like, for the top 8 cars. Everybody hugging down to that yellow line. I'm trying to keep a wider view as much as I can here. Just kind of keep an eye on the action. I know things are slicey and dicey here at the beginning of the races. But it looks like, for the most part, looking pretty calm. Zach Stevens taking a look to the inside of Carson Youngblood as we head out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. I think that's the place you want to be. He might be able to get this move done unless Carson can hang on to it up high. Carson giving him plenty of space. 2 to 3 car widths down here on the bottom for Zach to work with. Not able to get much done with it just yet. Let's see how it looks heading through turns 1 and 2. I see somebody down low. Is that Joey Hickox? No, that's the number 1. Keith Prince, I apologize. Not that one. Keith Prince coming out of pit lane. So he did make grid finally. Just a little bit late. Everybody's starting to iron it out here. Single file line. Like I said, this is a very stick to the yellow line kind of track. We'll have to see what they kind of experiment with here tonight to try to get some of these positions taken away, but a long way to go in the race here tonight. So we can keep it green flag racing for the most part. Chris Cornett making big moves already up 4 positions. Up to the 11th spot now, working on Matthew Fritz. No, Alan Wild. My gosh, blue and white got me confused there a little bit. And Chris get it done. I think he just made good drive out of turn number 4. Looked like he had him cleared there for a moment. And he finished it off. Not just yet. 28 of Alan Wild still hanging tough. You see a good battle in front of him. Nathan Brzezowski took the inside line on Zach Stevens as we head through turns 1 and 2 out of turn number 2. Gonna have to tuck back into line and get right back into the draft. Chris Cornett did get the move done. Now he is up to a top 10 position. He is a man on a mission right now. We see the number 8 of Chase Greer stuck up high for the time being. Ryan Gomes was below him. Carson Youngblood was below him. Now he does finally find himself a place in line. They're battling behind him. Nathan Brzezowski and Zach Stevens still battling it out for the 8th spot. Oh boy. Chris Cornett going to make it 3 wide as we head down the backstretch. You see him right here in the middle. Zach Stevens up above. Nathan Brzezowski down low is going to keep it right here in the middle of the track. Try to give each of the racers plenty of room. He does clear both of those racers. Let's see Chris Cornett really pushing the pace here in the first part of the race. Only 8 laps in. I wouldn't believe it by the way he's driving. He's driving like a madman. I knew he had more pace in him than what he qualified, so something must have happened there in qualifying. He'll be forced to the high side here. Let's see if Nathan can come right back at him. Nothing doing just yet as we cross the stripe onto lap number 9. Our leader out front is still John Ross. Justin Parham still hot on the heels. Not letting him get away, not letting him feel comfortable out there in the lead. Dustin Rogerson hanging on to 3rd, Carson Youngblood in 4th. And rounding out top 5 right now is Joe Hudson. Good battle right here in this mid-pack. Holy smokes. From about 6th all the way back to 12th. It's a pretty good battle right here. Well, 13th now. You can see Joey Hickox back there, the number 3 car. Traveling right along. Ryan Gomes maybe taking a peek to the inside of the 49 Joe Hudson as we head into turn 3. Joe really squeezes him to the inside there. Good job from Ryan there not to get into the left rear quarter panel. Joe Hudson. Chris Cornett, the man on the mission back here, is right here with these 2 now. Going to take the inside line and try to follow Ryan as they head out of turn number 2. Ryan does get the move done, but Joe Hudson now going to try the same move that he pulled on him last lap. Not able to get alongside, so we'll have to tuck back into line. But now has Chris Cornett up top. Chris with quite the run out of turn number 4 there. Actually was a nose ahead as we crossed the start-finish line. he will get that move done up to 6th. Jay Stinson making a move down here to the inside of the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski. Alan Wild in behind him. I think they're both loving that inside line. Joey Hickok's forced to the high side. Going to touch the ball there a little bit as we get out of turn number 4. Good close battles all over the place right now. See what's going on back here a little bit. Here is Derek Buckaloo running in 14th. 15th has a good little battle going on. The 13 of Christian Delgado. The 29 of Matthew Fritz. And the 42 of Leroy Coblentz. They've been changing positions left and right back here. Leader, folks. Justin Parham is battling for it right now. He was ahead there for just one moment, but John Ross on that higher side was able to carry the momentum down the backstretch. But Justin's going to have the inside line here as we head through turns 3 and 4. John going to give him plenty of space to work with down there on the bottom. Taking on board here with Justin Parham. Drives it in a little bit deep. I think they touched there a little bit. In the middle of turns 1 and 2. And Justin Parham will seal the deal. See what John Ross will do down the backstretch here. He is right on the bumper. Oh, he actually always switched gears. I thought he got on the brakes there a little bit, but he did not. Going to take the inside line, force Justin up to the high side here. Stick right up close to him. But John Ross is going to take this lap too. Not even going to let Justin lead that lap, daggone it. So you're going to work for it. You're going to get it. Still side by side as we head down the backstretch. John, quite the run there on the inside line. Pretty good drive there through the middle of the corner and out of turn number 4 here. I think Justin might have actually led that lap. Nicely done. Look who has entered the battle here, though. Carson Youngblood has made up 5 positions since the start of the race. He as well has been on a mission, started in 8th, all the way up to 3rd right now, and right on the heels for the battle for the lead. See what Carson is looking at here. Let's go to the nose cam. It's a pretty good camera here. There are not 20 cars, there are 24 cars. Keith Prince is multiple laps now. Kerry Klein in 23rd, Brian Wortman in 22nd, and Shane Wilden in 21st. Good close battle here for the lead. So head out of turn number 4 on to lap number 19. Here you go, Peter. I'll change it to the split view so you can see the whole grid. There's the rest of the grid. Kerry Klein and Keith Prince are both out of the race. So there's only 2 racers back there, Brian Wortman and Shane Wilden. Look at this 6-car battle here for the lead now. Oh my goodness. It's getting spicy up here. Justin Parham again going to take a peek to the inside. Him and John Ross very close. Almost touching wheels there through the middle of the corner and out of turn number 2. And behind these 3, we have another good battle. Dustin Rogerson, Ryan Gomes, and Chris Cornett. Try to focus on all these cars right here, man. It's very dicey at the moment. Oh, Justin Parham really drove it into that corner. I think he might get the move done here. Oh, not able to clear John Ross. Pretty good defense there on the high side. We're seeing Carson Youngblood, man. He's feeling good too. Look at him. Still hanging on here for this battle for the lead. Been racing side by side. Oh boy, I thought Carson was going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh my goodness. Now, these racers up here for the battle for the lead is doing nothing but slowing them down, letting all these other racers catch up to them. I'm not complaining because I think we're going to have a pretty good battle here for the leads coming soon. Ooh, boy, Carson Youngblood got a little loose out of turn 2. Good job keeping it off of Justin Parham there. Chris Cornett going to take the low line here on the 55 car. Remember, lap number 40 is when we're going to see our first scheduled caution. That'll be the end of our stage number 1. We'll be racing for some championship points, so I look for them to be battling pretty hard when we get close to lap 40. Get the battle for the top 5 spots at least this, well, top 4 spots instead of 1, I should say. The battle for 5th right here. Chris Cornett, Ryan Gomes, Joe Hudson, Chase Greer back there in the picture. Nathan Brzezowski and Jay Stinson, all pretty close to one another here. A little bit of a gap back there between Jay Stinson and Alan Wild, which will be 10th and 11th positions. About a full second between those two, so it kind of breaks these off into the loops split up here. Chris Cornett and Ryan Gomes have been side by side for quite some time now. Just can't quite decide who's going to get it. Ryan Gomes went a little high there. I think, yeah, he does. Chris Cornett has finished the move. He's now in the top 5 spot. If we lead, John Ross out leading the way. Justin Parham has backed off here a little bit. Starting to put a little bit of gap in between those two. About 7/10 of an advantage for John Ross up front now. Carson Youngblood has a rear view mirror full of Dustin Rogerson at the moment. We'll take it on up here with Dustin. Head out of turn number 2 here on lap 26. What up, Gliz? How you doing, man? A little NASCAR action from Nashville tonight. Been a pretty good race so far, man. They've been racing like it's the last lap since the damn drop of the green. All right, things have finally settled down here a little bit towards the front of the field, so we're going to take a peek back to the rest of the field. Joe Hudson and Chris Cornett having a good battle for 5th. Joe Hudson, quite the run out of turn number 2. I think he might have it. He does. We're going to go ahead and take that position away. Good battling behind these, though. Ryan Gomes, Chase Greer, who's that? Nathan Brzezowski and Jay Stinson, all battling for the 7th spot on the lap 28. Chase Greer might have it here. He does. Yeah, as long as they keep it clean, that's easier said than done. They've done a pretty good job here tonight. I don't want to jinx it or anything. Now here's Christian Delgado, which has made quite the leaps and bounds since the start of the race. Started all the way back in 24th position. No, 23rd position. All the way up to 11th right now. So nicely done to Christian Delgado. He's made quite the move here. Rex Stevens, 33 car, currently running in 12th. Alan Wild, Derek Buckaloo, and Joshua Freed back here, all pretty close to one another. Matthew Fritz, Leroy Koblenz, Brian Wortman, and Shane Weldon. Joey Hickox, that is all the winners so far. 22 cars still out on track. Justin Parham still falling back here a little bit, almost 2 seconds now to the leader up front. Go back here to the battle. Actually, we might stay right here for a moment. Joe Hudson eyes that 3rd spot away from Carson Youngblood. Going to take the inside approach here as we cross the start-finish line. On to lap number 31, 9 laps until we see the yellow and checker flag waving to the end of the stage. Man, Joe Hudson made that look easy. Up to 3rd place he goes. Some of these racers that have made up a lot of spots since the start of the race, you start to see them kind of fading here a little bit. Maybe overdrove the car. But with only 40 laps in the first stage, I don't really blame them. Why not burn up the tires while you can? 40 laps isn't much on these tires here at Nashville, honestly. We'll stay right here on this battlefield right now. I'm looking through the rest of the grid. I don't really see anybody close to them now. Chase Greer taking the inside line here on the 23 car. Dustin will lose one spot now. Has the number 8 of Chase Greer alongside of it. He lose this spot as well. And the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski. 3-car train here on the inside of Dustin Rogerson. There ain't really much you can do when you got that many cars to the inside of you. Think Dustin might be okay here. Nope, not going to be able to find his place in line. Going to have to run the higher line to 3 and 4. Oh, man. Dustin Rogerson touched the wall, and Nathan Brzezowski kind of bounced off his driver's side. I thought things were going to get tangled up there a little bit. Jay Stinson would have been an innocent bystander because he was quite close to the action there. There's a ride with Dustin Rogerson right now, running that higher line. I think if they can put some rubber down on the track up there, I think that might be a pretty good line. Ooh, boy, they get it close again off of turn number 4. Looking on board with Nathan Brzezowski. He is on the inside line here with Dustin Rogerson. Sticking right down there to the yellow line. Looks like he does get the move done. Nicely done, Nathan. Now going to have a little bit of space to work with here. We're able to move left and right. Run a little bit better line to save some of the rubber on that thing. So the tires are getting hot here. On to lap 36. Joe Hudson and Justin Parham now battling for P2. John Ross has checked out, folks. He is gone. 3.5 second advantage out front. I think he can just coast her on into the end of the stage. Joe Hudson going to take the inside line. Pretty shallow entry to the corner. Let's see what kind of drive he gets off of turn number 4. Not enough to clear the 19 of Justin Parham just yet. Still side by side for a full lap now. Joe Hudson might have it. Not just yet. Justin hanging pretty tough on that high side. He gets a really good run out of turn number 2 and turn number 4. Able to carry the momentum down those straighter parts of the track. Able to keep him in contention here. So Chris Cornett has gotten by Carson Youngblood, now up to 4th spot. Man, started 15th up to 4th. That's a pretty good 40-lap stint there, buddy. Not too shabby. Christian Delgado as well. He's made leaps and bounds. Those are definitely our 2 biggest movers of the race here so far. Carson Youngblood kind of stuck on the high side here. Chase Greer going to be down low. Let's see if Nathan Brzezowski tries to follow. Trying. Jay Stinson as well trying. He's pushing the 77 down the backstretch. Here we are, folks, on lap number 40. At the end of this lap, you will see checkered and yellow flag waving. That'll be the end of our first stage, and we'll have a round of pit stops coming up. That could shake some things up. Man, Carson going to go really high there, unfortunately. Joe Hudson pulled away from Justin Parham, which has a pretty good gap back to Chris Cornett. Chase Greer right here is our 5th place position. A little touch on the wall there by Carson Youngblood.
All right, man.
And there you have it, folks. Caution is now out. That is the end of stage number 1. Nicely done to John Ross. Going to score the most points here by leading us into this very first end of the stage. Joe Hudson going to get 2nd. Justin Parham in 3rd. Chris Cornett 4th. And Chase Greer right here on the screen. The number 8 car to round out your top 5. Nathan Brzezowski, Jay Stinson, Carson Youngblood, Christian Delgado, and Dustin Rogerson. That is it, folks. That is your top 10 for stage number 1. You'll see them all catch up to the pace car now. I say they are ready to go down pit lane. Remember, they got 5 sets of tires to use here tonight, so plenty of good years to put on these cars. I don't think they're going to have to worry about running out of grip. Just keeping out of trouble will be the main thing. Don't foresee anyone staying out, but you never know. Some people are wild. Here comes the leaders down pit lane now. Like I said, I think we'll see everybody. So far, everybody has came down pit lane. Let's see who's going to win the race off of pit lane. Different strategies going to play here tonight at some point in time, I would think. Don't want to slide through the pit box. Right, the calm before the storm. See if John Ross will win the race off of pit lane. I think he will. Nice clean pit stop from him. Ooh, boy, it was close. Yeah, so him, Joe Hudson, Justin Parham, Chris Cornett, Nathan Brzezowski. That will be your top 5. Chase Greer, Jay Stinson, Zach Stevens, Dustin Rogerson. No, I think actually Dustin Rogerson beat Zach Stevens. And then Carson Youngblood. That'll be your top 10. Nicely done, everybody. Made it out of pit lane safe. First stage complete, everybody. Our next stage end will be at lap number 80. And then from then on out, will be green flag all the way, hopefully anyways, without any incidents out there on the track. Well, that'll be our second stage, and that'll be it for stages for the day. We'll race all the way to lap 165. Lights are out on the pace truck. So we'll go green flag next time by. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top 10 starting positions. John Ross will lead us off. Our winner of stage number 1 did a really good job in pit lane. Going to lead us off here to start our second stage event. We have Joe Hudson alongside in the 49 car. The 19 of Justin Parham will be on the inside of row 2 with Chris Cornett alongside. Nathan Brzezowski and Chase Greer will share the third row. Fourth row will be Jay Stinson in the number 2 car with the 23 of Dustin Rogerson alongside. And then rounding out the top 10, we'll have Carson Youngblood up on the high side with Zach Stevens on the inside. Everybody's out of pit lane. Ryan Workman, where are you at? There he is. He's catching up to the back of the grid, just making sure everybody was here. Everybody's accounted for. All right, all eyes be on the number 44 car here. Pace truck going to dive the pit lane. What happened to, where's the 13 of Christian Delgado?
Green, green, green.
All the way back in 19th position. Must have had a little bit of trouble there on pit lane, but hey, green flag is now back out. Good start on the inside there by John Ross. Going to go ahead and take an early lead. Looks like Joe Hudson will secure second position. I thought Chris Cornett was going to be down below him, but nope, he's going to be in third position. There he is, a good, oh man, gets a little loose off of turn number 2 there.
All right, man, caution is
Oh,
out.
we got our
Caution is
first
out.
caution of the day. Oh, Joe Hudson, hang on to it. He got loose there trying to roll the machine down. Looks like Joey Hickox and Leroy Koblenz were caught up in something here. I'm going to guess something off of turn number 2. Let's go ahead and take a peek. See exactly what happened back here. Are they wrecking in front? Oh, there it is. Well, you've seen it happen. Let's back this up a little bit. We can slow it down. All right, so it's going to be the number 3 of Joey Hickox. Looks like he's on the inside here out of turn number 2 and just gets loose. He's going to slide up on... Oh, man, Christian Delgado was having such a good race. I would think that these two both still have faster pairs, though, but that's... I mean, that's about it. There ain't really much else to look at there. We'll look at it from a different view, I suppose. We can look at it from this view right here. Yeah, just gets loose on the inside all by himself. 13 of Christian Delgado caught up in it. Was anybody else caught up? Oh, yeah, the 42 of Leroy Coblentz gets collected as the 13 of Christian Delgado slid down the track. The 74 car of Brian Wortman. Nice job there keeping her out of trouble. He is stopped in the middle of the track. The 49 car, I thought he was a goner at the end of that when the caution flags came out, because he went down to the apron and drove that thing sideways all the way up the track through turns 3 and 4. So nicely done to the 49 here of Joe Hudson to hang on to her, not tear that thing up. But I got a feeling I have some cars down pit lane. Here is Leroy Coblentz going to need to get work done. I think he went ahead and took his fast repair. Hopefully Joey Hickox and Christian Delgado will do the same. Yep, Joey Hickox does. I just seen the nose of that thing getting worked on. Christian Delgado might be actually getting that thing fixed up. He might not have too much damage. He just got really slid into. I don't know how much damage that really caused for him. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Brian Wortman, the 74 car coming down pit lane. I'm going to need Nashville to work on their lighting in pit lane. It ain't too good. I can hardly see the cars down there. All right, lights are still on the pace truck, so we will make our way around at least one more time here. We'll get those cars out of pit lane, let them join up to the back of the grid. 49 and 88 got to work together to keep the 44 instead of racing each other right off the rip. I do not disagree, Glizzy. The 88 of Chris Cornett is a very aggressive racer, but he is our points leader heading into tonight. And it's for a reason. He don't mess around. He's going to try to take every position he can. I don't know if he's going to work with anybody. I'm not going to speak for the man, though. We'll probably get to hear from him after the race if he can keep it up here in the top 3 spots. Right, top 10 starting spots go just like this. John Ross will lead us off once again. Joe Hudson going to start alongside. We'll have Chris Cornett on the inside of row 2 with Justin Parham on the outside. Nathan Brzezowski will be on the inside of row number 3 with Jay Stinson on the high side. We'll have Chase Greer on the inside of row number 4 with Zach Stevens. And then we'll have Joshua Freed and Carson Youngblood going to start alongside each other back there in the 5th row. I think everybody is out of pit lane except for Brian Wortman. But he is making his way around the track. Yeah, he's coming out of pit lane now. He should be able to catch the back of the grid before we go green. Maybe. I don't know. All eyes on the 44 car, though. Here we go. Pace truck, get out of here. It's go time.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, green flag is out here. Let's see if John Ross did get another good start, and he surely did. We'll go ahead and take the early lead. Let's see what Chris Cornett can do here with the inside line into turn number 1. He will go ahead and take away that second position. Man, Joe Hudson had a terrible restart here. Going to lose 2 positions already. Already back to 4th position. Going to have Justin Parham all over him as he head down the backstretch and into turn number 3. It looked like he did find himself a place in line, so maybe he can gather his car up here. Try to race back up to the front. Good battles in behind them here. Back here. See Josh Freed to the low side there for just a minute. But now Carson Youngblood going to take the inside line here in turn number 1. You can see just how much he drove it into the corner. Might make it 3 wide as we head out of turn number 2. Looks like Josh Freed got stuck behind Zach Stevens there. Kind of killed his momentum. But Carson Youngblood not able to get the move done on both of them just yet. Oh, we got a wreck behind him. I seen somebody slide up into the wall. That's the 51 of Rick Kennedy. Ooh, no. See if we can find out what happened back there. Let's make sure everybody's cars are okay. We're not going to have an immediate caution. Yeah, everything looks okay for the time being. Let's watch Rick Kennedy here. I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, but he just got loose in the middle of the corner. There you have it, slid up. Yeah, slid up into the, who was that, the 23 car, I think? 23 of Dustin Rogerson, I believe. Nonetheless, barely escaped the caution there. Does look like both cars are okay though. We're still going straight at least. Here is the battle for the lead. John Ross out front. Chris Cornett gaining though. Could have a nice little battle there. Good battle for third, though. Nathan Brzezowski and Joe Hudson. Justin Parham not too far back. Justin trying to make that higher side work. Taking on board here with Chris Cornett really quick. He's chasing down John Ross.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Oh
Caution is
no,
out.
we have caution flag coming out here on lap number 53. See if I can find anything that went on back here. I'm seeing a lot of stuff in the event viewer here. It looks like Zach Stevens is caught up in it. Let's see if we can find out what happened back here. Here they are out of the corner. It looks like the 14 car is on the inside. Gives him a little bit of a touch. Maybe more than just a little bit. So as you can see, you can already see Zach Stevens way out of shape. Slide up into the wall. Yeah, the 14 caught up. The 16 of Carson Youngblood caught up. Do they take Ryan Gums with them? Ooh, no. Ryan Gums, I think, is going to escape. Carson Youngblood is going to slide back up into the wall. Spin that thing out again. Oh, he does collect the 28 of Alan Wild. The 81 of Derek Buckley looks like he made it through. 51 car able to whoa that thing down and keep it out of trouble. But yeah, that's what happened back here. We can go ahead and take another look here, I guess, from a different view. Let's go with Ford Chase. Oh, yeah, man. Zach Stevens did absolutely nothing wrong there. At least he wasn't plowed into, I don't believe. Yeah, I think his car's going to be okay. He barely touched the wall. But nonetheless, our third caution of the day waving here on lap number 53. Like we got some takers for pit lane. Dustin Rogerson caught up in that wreck. Going to go to pit lane. There is Alan Wild in pit lane as well. Dustin Rogerson, where are you at? There he is. He is in pit lane. Probably getting that thing worked on. A lot of cars in pit lane. I didn't realize just how many there were down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars down in pit lane. Shane Wilden coming out of pit lane now. Zach Stevens still sitting stationary. Ryan Workman coming out of pit lane now. Should have lights out on the pace truck this time by. Keeping things exciting, are they? I like it. It's been a lot of good racing here tonight, though. Back the 11 car of Kerry Klein is getting his lap back. And the lucky dog gonna wave around here. The lights are out on pace truck. We will be green flag next time by. Here's your top 10 starting spots. 44 of John Ross has looked incredible on every restart so far, so he's going to lead us off again here. Let's see what he's got for Chris Cornett. That will start alongside this time, so a new challenger. See what he can do on the high side. Nathan Brzezowski and Justin Parham will be in row number 2. Sharing row number 3 will be Jay Stinson and Joe Hudson. And we'll have Chase Greer and Josh Freed going to be in the 4th row. And then rounding out the top 10 will be Ryan Gums with the 81 of Derek Buckaloo alongside. What's going on back here? I think the 11 car is going to have to drop back. He is dropping back. Letting lead lap cars ahead of him. Here we go, though. We're going to see the pace truck dive to pit lane here in just a minute. Everybody winding those engines up. It's almost go time. Let's see if Chris Cornett has anything for John Ross, because, man, John has absolutely killed it on every restart so far. Coming down a green flag here. Green flag out. Good start on the inside there by John Ross. I think he will go ahead and take the advantage, and he does. And Chris Cornett still off the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski and hold on to second. Nathan has looked really good here today. The inside he goes. Can he take away that second spot? Good battle in behind these two, Justin Parham and Joe Hudson, side by side as we head out of turn 2. Looks like Justin's going to win that one. Jay Stinson and Chase Greer side by side. Still battling Chris Cornett and Nathan Brzezowski. John Ross hasn't escaped just yet. But they are a little bit more
All right, man,
single
caution is
file.
out.
Oh
Caution
no,
is
we got
out.
another. I don't know who was caught up in that one. I have nothing on my timer. We can look at this one, Joey Gattina, because I think he goes down pit lane by accident. Oh, well, he's already turned around sideways. Back this up just a little bit. Oh, it looks like, yep, there we have it. Carson Youngblood, the 51 of Rick Kennedy. Oh, 51 comes up into Carson Youngblood, going to take the 14 down for a ride. Oh, and he slides into the outside wall, too. Going to take a lot of damage. Not sure if he still has a faster pair to get that thing home or not. Just like that, folks. Another caution brought out here on lap number 58. It's our 4th caution of the day. Be a little quiet here for just a moment. My voice is starting to hurt quite bad. I've been under the weather, so trying to power through, folks. All right. Sipping on something warm just makes it all better. All right, looks like the 11 of Kerry Klein going to go around. Who's this in pit lane? It is the 23 of Dustin Rogerson once again. Brian Wortman as well in pit lane. I think he's coming out of pits. I say this every week, but I feel like the 74 pit crew needs a raise. He puts them to work. That's what he does. He gets his money worth out of that pit crew. Could have lights out on the pace car this time by. It's a very short run there before our next caution. Remember, lap number 80 will be the end of this stage coming up. Hopefully we can remain green flag all the way till then. All right, we're green flag here in just 1 minute. Let's go through our top 10 starting positions once again. It hasn't changed much since the last time, but here's the 44 of John Ross going to lead us off. Chris Cornett will be alongside. Nathan Brzezowski and Justin Parham will be in the second row. Third row will be Joe Hudson and Chase Greer. Then we'll have Jay Stinson and Josh Freed in the fourth row together. And Ryan Gomes and Derek Buckaloo going to round out your top 10. No, I apologize. It's the 29 of Matthew Fritz that'll be in the top 10. Derek Buckaloo on the inside of row number 6. All right, going to the middle of 3 and 4 now. Have green flag here in just 1 second.
Green flag.
Green flag is out here on lap number 61, heading into 62. Good at starting the inside. Holy smokes. The whole entire inside line just took off like a rocket. Him and Nathan Brzezowski going to take the top 2 spots. Chris Cornett not able to get that thing pumping. Good enough to hang on to third for the time being, but Joe Hudson going to slide into that 4th position. Justin Parham going to round out your top 5. Jay Stinson, quite a race here today. Started back in 11th, currently running in 6th. maybe taking an inside line on the 19. Nope, not able to do so. Matthew Fritz going to be on the inside of the number 8 of Chase Greer as we head across the start-finish line. Josh Freed not too far back. The 55 of Ryan Gomes as well. Good drive out of the corner by Matthew Fritz here. I think he might be alongside the number 8. He is as we head into turn number 3. Can he seal the deal here? I think he will. Nicely done. Matthew Fritz going to move up to 7th. Nathan Brzezowski eyes the 44 car right there in front of him. If he can battle up for the lead, let's take him on board here with the number 19 of Justin Parham. He's trying to chase down the 49 of Joe Hudson. It's a battle for 4th spot right now. We can check on the leaders too while we're right here. Oh, nice, good run through the entry of the corner there by Justin Parham. Had to actually hang out of the throttle there for a little bit, so not to run over the 49. Justin Parham and Joe Hudson look to have 2 completely different driving styles. I think Justin Parham likes to carry the speed through the corner, and that's kind of messing with his racing line. Got a good battle up here for 2nd position, it looks like. Chris Cornett's going to take the high line here over the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski. Can he make it work? They touch as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back stretch we go. Chris Cornett currently seals it off. Can he hang on to it? And he does. Nicely done, Chris Cornett. Nathan Brzezowski going to have to settle into 3rd spot. Good job driving the car there from him. Keeping it off of each other, even though it's pretty close quarters. I see Chase Greer taking an inside look on Josh Freed. This is the battle for 7th position on track. Got a good little battle going on behind him, too. Seeing Ryan Gomes and Derek Buckaloo. Alan Wilder in that mix, too. He's going to be on the high side. And the number 28 car. Derek Buckaloo down below. Going to get a good drive out of turn number 4. Still going to have the 81 to his inside, though. Not able to stop that momentum. Still side by side as we head down the backstretch. Alan Wild has sealed that position off, but the 81 Berkeley still running that a little bit lower line. Nicely done to Alan Wild, going to hang on to 12th spot. Justin Parham losing a little bit of time here to Joe Hudson in the 4th spot. Nathan Brzezowski not too far ahead of Joe Hudson. Let's see what's going on in the midfield here. Carson Youngblood. He was caught up in an accident. Looks like he's got that thing fixed up. Currently running some pretty good pace. 29.67 last time around. Fun pace with the leaders up front. The battle right up above them. Christian Delgado. Derek Buckaloo going to be real to well as we cross the start-finish line. Christian's going to have the inside line as we head into turn number 1. Maybe they get close. Christian Delgado finish the deal. He does. Nicely done, Christian. Now remember, Christian Delgado, before he was caught up in that wreck, he was our biggest mover of the race. Made up 13 spots was the final total that he made up in stage number 1. The results there, so nicely done by him to really drive the wheels off that thing. Let's see if we can do it again here in stage number 2. We got any back side-by-side battles. Chris Cornett still staring at the bumper of the 44 of John Ross. Nathan Brzezowski in 3rd. Nothing has really changed for the top 5 spots. There's Joe Hudson and Justin Parham. Jay Stinson still hanging on to 5th. Or 6th, I apologize. To 6th position. 7th position right now is Matthew Fritz. Josh Freed has finally ended that battle with Chase Greer and settling for the 8th spot right now. Chasing 9th. And Joey Hickox in the number 3 car. And that's your top 10. I want to give the number 3 of Joey Hickox more screen time, but I can't focus on him because he blinks so bad. So Joey Hickox, if you rewatch this, I'm sorry, man. I do want to give you screen time. but I can't. Not seeing any position changes right now. Really, a lot of single file racing. Might take an onboard here with somebody just to see what they're dealing with in the car, see how loose the cars are. I think we'll do it with the 77 and Nathan Brzezowski here. He's kind of stuck right here in the middle. Got Chris Cornett out in front of him and Joe Hudson right on the bumper. So he's not really able to back off and conserve much of anything right now. Really having to drive the hell out of the car. Good entry to turn number 1. Catches up to Chris Cornett. A little bit of a push coming out of turn number 2. I think Cornett actually touched the wall there a little bit. I think right here through 3 and 4 seems to be where Chris Cornett is just a little bit better. That's where he got the run on the 77 and was able to take away that second spot from him. Oh, Chris Cornett actually got a little sideways there. Actually could see the 88 on the side of the car as he was heading out of turn number 2. I feel like John Ross, not only does he have like incredible pace during the race, but I feel like he's really good at saving tires, because it seems like at the end of all these runs, no matter if it's stage or the end of the race, it just seems like he has so much more pace than the rest of the field. I think that's what just keeping him at the top of the championship battle here. He missed last week, and he did, have to surrender the lead of the championship points to 88 of Chris Cornett. But he's still very close and had quite the advantage heading into last week. But, sometimes you got to miss a race. I'm sure he needs a win here tonight to regain that top spot. 77 of Nathan Brzezowski actually had a really good move there on the 88 of Chris Cornett. I thought he was going to get that second spot taken away, but not able to do so. Now that's allowed the 49 of Joe Hudson to catch up to these two. We'll come back to this battle here in just 1 minute and see what's going on back here. Jay Stinson has the 19 of Justin Parham right there in front of him. Matthew Fritz in the 29 car in 7th right now, having a pretty solid race. I haven't said too much about him, but he's been up here most of the day. Started back there in 10th. Running in 7th. Josh Freed. Really good race here so far. Started back in 18th, all the way up to 8th. So he's another big mover of the race. Pace career in 9th. Doesn't really have much pressure behind. He's got a big gap back to our 10th place racer right now, which is the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Here we go. We got a battle back here. Zach Stevens on the inside of the 16 of Carson Youngblood as we head into turn number 1. Under lap 80. We're getting very close, folks, to the end of the stage. All these positions definitely will matter. Zach Stevens not able to get the move done. Carson Youngblood, nice defense there on the high side, and he will seal it off. Fight off that battle for now. See this battle for second position on track. Nathan Brzezowski less than a tenth off the bumper of Chris Cornett. Remember, at the end of this lap, we will see the yellow and checker flags be waved at the end of stage number 2. This is our last stage of the day, so it will be green flag next for the rest of the race all the way to lap 165. Coming out of turn number 4, John Ross will win yet again another stage here. Nicely done to him. Chris Cornett will be in seconds.
All right, man. Caution.
And there you have it. There is the caution flag. Nicely done. Joey Hickok's actually elected to go to pit lane. This might be a little strategic move here. We'll have to wait and see how that all works out. Yeah, John Ross, Chris Cornett, Nathan Brzezowski, the 49 of Joe Hudson, the 19 of Justin Parham, the number 2 of Jay Stinson, Matthew Fritz in the 29 car, Josh Freed in the 39 car, Chase Greer in the 8, and the 55 of Ryan Gomes. That'll be your top 10 for stage number 2. They're going to race up in behind the pace car, wherever that may be. Where are you at, pace truck? You might be on the backstretch. Going to see a lot of cars going down pit lane. Like I said, I seen a little Maybe Joey Hickox is out of the race. I'm not sure because he is still in pit lane. I thought maybe he was going for a little bit of strategy, and maybe he was going to try to go ahead and get that service done, be at the front of the grid. Maybe not. But nonetheless, we're going to see leaders coming down pit lane here in just 1 minute. Heading through turns 3 and 4 now. Here they come, everybody. The whole field, I do believe. I would love to see a round of green flag pit stops here today if we, if the iRacing gods will have it. Hopefully, anyways. Brian Workman going to be our last man on the lead lap coming down pit lane. Make sure none of these cars slide through their pit boxes. That's the worst thing you could do. Nice clean stop there by John Ross. Joe Hudson again. A nice, good, clean stop. Doesn't look like anybody had any trouble getting into their pit boxes. Here's the 23 of Dustin Rogerson. Nice and smooth. Oh, we got some strategy going on. I thought Nathan Brzezowski was going to take the spot away from John Ross, but not able to do so. So John Ross, Nathan Brzezowski, Chris Cornett, Joe Hudson, Justin Parham, Jay Stinson, Josh Freed, Matthew Fritz, Chase Greer, Christian Delgado. That is your top 10. Nicely done to Christian Delgado there. Made a few spots there. Pit lane. I think he might have been the biggest mover on pit lane. Ryan Gomes in 11th. Zach Stevens in 12th. Carson Youngblood in 13th. 28 of Alan Wild going to be in 14th. Derek Buckaloo in 15th. Shane Weldon in 16th. Dustin Rogerson in 17th. Leroy Koblenz. Rick Kennedy Jr. Brian Workman. Those are all the cars on the lead lap right now, the top 20. Now we just wait for green flag. I think we should have the lights out this time by. We do. It'll be green flag next time around. Whoa. Not expecting the 11 of Kerry Klein to race in the view there. Kind of startled me. That's the halfway point, folks, though. Oh boy, oh boy. Been a good race so far. You all don't forget, by the way, those thumbs up that you put on these videos, they actually mean a hell of a whole lot. So if you guys are enjoying the show, please leave a thumbs up at least. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. We race here on Saturday nights for the Noma Next Gen Series. I have a good time with these guys. I want to promote these guys the best I can. They've provided us with a really, really good season so far. I've had an absolute blast. I appreciate them bringing me on. I've had a lot of fun doing these. It's kind of fun getting to know all these racers too. It's been a lot of fun. But anyways, let's focus on the action on the track. John Ross going to lead us off again here for our 5th restart of the day. Be on lap number 85. 80 laps of racing still scheduled here tonight. Let's see how many we can get in for green flag. Oh. John Ross is actually going to lose the lead there for just a minute. But he is actually going to win the race to turn number 1. Good racing behind them, though. Nathan Brzezowski going to settle in 2nd. Chris Cornett going to be in 3rd. Justin Parham in 4th. But, man, right behind these, Jay Stinson will sell off a top 5 spot right now. But we got 3 wide action in behind these. Matthew Fritz going to be on the high side. Josh Freed going to be on the low side. Looks like the 49 of Joe Hudson going to be stuck right here in the middle. It does look like everybody's going to make it through. Oh, goodness. I thought that was going to get a little more dicey than what it was. Nicely done by all these drivers set up there. It's always a little spicy on these restarts when they have fresh tires because they get a little cool there under the caution flag. So you never really know how it's going to grip as you head into turn 1. Oh no, Joe Hudson sliding down through the infield. How did he miss all of those cars except the number 11 Kerry Klein? Oh man.
All right, man, caution is out.
We saw it happen live, everybody. Poor Joe Hudson was on for the ride. But boy, was that lucky to miss all those cars as it slid back up to the track. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened here. Joe Hudson, I don't know exactly where he got out of shape. We'll take the chase here. Well, he actually, does he come down the track? I think he just may come down the track into the number 8. Yeah, he's on his way down the track. The number 8 of Chase Greer kind of holding his line. It could be ruled either way, but nonetheless, he's going to get spun out here, go way down to the infield, and look at this, folks. He's going to slide up through the track, miss the 55 first. The 23 makes it through, right through the middle of all those cars. Nicely done to the number 6 of Shane Wilden to keep it out of the 49 there, but poor old number 11 Kerry Klein going to get caught up in this one. Take a big shot to the back of the 49 car. You can see the damage to the right front. Wheel is gone off of that thing. Not sure if he's going to be able to drive that thing back to pit lane. Hopefully he's right here at the entrance, so he is still wheeling that thing around with 3 wheels on this thing. What a man. I think that tire actually might be stuck in there. It is, okay. So it's still attached. It's just, it's in there. It's a part of the car now. Let's zoom in on this thing. You can actually see the tire. Oh boy. You can see the tire, but you can also see the brake rotor and the wheel spindle. Oh, there it is. Now it appears. Welcome to the conversation. Right front wheel. See, I don't know if Joe Hudson has another faster pair. I don't think he does. He might be stuck in pit lane here for just a minute. Man, I hate to see that. He was very fast all night long, racing for top 5 spots just about the entire time. But you know, that's racing, boys. Hopefully we can get that thing fixed up and at least get back out here to run some more laps with us tonight. I think Kerry Klein probably, that might be the end of his night. I think he already used his faster pair. Maybe. Here, Brian Workman once again down pit lane. I might bring Brian Workman in for a interview one night just because I want to hear why he likes pit lane so much. He loves it. He loves it down there. All right, lights out on the pace truck. We will go green flag racing next time by. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top 10 starting spots. We have the 44 of John Ross right here on your screen. Going to lead us off once again as he's done for every restart here today. For our 6th restart, Chris Cornett going to start alongside. Nathan Brzezowski will be on the inside of row 2 with Justin Parham alongside. Jay Stinson will share row number 3 with Josh Freed. We'll have Matthew Fritsch in the 29 car with Christian Delgado up above. Chase Greer and Zach Stevens. That is your top 10 spots. See how it all shakes out. I hear them on the radio. I can't quite make out what they're saying, but they're chit-chatting about something down there. Probably about all these cautions. Saying, clean it up, boys. Let's get some green flag racing going. Did really good at the start of the racing for stage number 1. Hopefully they can get settled down here a little bit. I'd like to see around the green flag pit stops, like I said earlier. I'd really like to see that. I like to see those in this league. A lot of different strategies playing out. It's always a lot of fun. Ace truck is off. Green flag getting ready to wave here. Just how it all shakes out. Let's get on board with Chris Cornett. The green flag is out. It looks like yes. Good start from the inside there by the number 44 of John Ross. 77 of Nathan Brzezowski going to take a look here. Can he get the move done for second position? Looks like he does. Nicely done, Nathan. Chris Cornett going to tuck into third. 4th place will be Justin Parham. 5th place right now is Jay Stinson, but he has the 39 of Josh Freed up above him. Christian Delgado right here in the mix, the 29 of Matthew Fritz as well. Jay gets stuck in the middle. He does not. He's going to take the low side out of turn number 4. Across the start finish line. On to lap 91. Can he get the move done? He's going to drive it in hard into turn number 1. And a good run out of turn number 2. I don't know if he can. That higher side has quite the momentum heading down the backstretch. And it does look like the 39. Josh Freed is going to go ahead and take that spot away. He's actually going to go ahead and eye spot on the 19 of Justin Parham all over the bumper as we head into the corner. Oh man, everybody's slapping the wall there a little bit coming out of turn number 4. Chris Cornett waiting on the apron. That's going to allow the 77 quite the run. He will take a peek to the inside here at turn 1. Got to get it done. Not just yet. Going to have to tuck back into line. Try again next time. Focus on this battle back here, man. We got a good thing going. We got Jay Stinson on the inside of Christian Delgado. Jay Stinson on the inside of, who's that? Oh, that's Josh Freed. I apologize. Christian Delgado is right there in behind. Racing in. This looks like a replay of the previous lap. Can Jay Stinson get the move done? I think he just might this time. Is he going to do it? He is. Nicely done, Jay. Going to move up into 5th. Let's see what Josh Freed's going to do here as we race down the backstretch. We'll take an onboard here with him. He's got Jay right there in front of him. Christian Delgado all over the bumper. See just how close the field is right now. John Ross leading the way up there in that purple car. You can kind of see it out there in the distance. See just how close the quarters are for these racers. Right on the bumper of Jay as we head through 1 and 2 and out of turn number 2. These sparks flying up above. Some people brushing up against the wall. Through the middle and out of turn number 4. Still in a single file line. There's some good battle going on back here. Who was that? I think it's Shane Williams. Yeah, Shane Williams going to be on the high side of 23. Richard Anderson down low. Rick Kennedy, the 81 of Derek Buckley, the 42 of Leroy Coblentz. Everybody all pretty close here. And Rick get the move done here on Shane Williams. He's pushing. And now he has clearance. Nicely done. What's going on out front? Nathan Wazowski on the bumper of the 19 of Justin Parham. Takes a look to the inside and turning with the nothing doing. It's all going wild back here then. Battle for the lead is on. Chris Cornett taking the inside line. He does take that position away from John Ross. Have a new leader. Justin Parham maybe eyes a spot here. I think John Ross might be thinking, y'all want to drop the wheels off these things. I'm trying to save a little good here at the end of the race. Chris Cornett's not one to let get away, though. If you let him get away, he's a goner. That man can absolutely fly. Oh, good battle in behind these 3 right here, though. Nathan Wazowski leading and Jay Stinson. We have a good little pack going on right here. Oh, the 77 got a little loose out of the corner. It's going to allow Jay to have quite the advantage heading into turn number 3. So he didn't carry the momentum out of turn number 4 to take away that spot. Not able to do so yet. Some of these racers not able to decide which line they want to go with. They're going with whichever line is going a little faster at that time. Oh, nicely done, Jay Stinson. He does get the move done and has moved himself into 4th position. What a good race from him today. Nathan gonna go right back at him. Is able to get to the inside here as we cross the start-finish line on to lap 100. Still side by side. It looks like this is just going to be over and over and over. They're burning up these tires. Really pushing each other's pace and slowing each other down. Really letting that front pack kind of slip away from them. Jay slides a little wide there out of turn number 2. That might give the 77 even more of a chance as we head into turn number 3. We'll be right alongside. Chase Greer sneaking up into the picture over here. I see that black and orange number 8. Here goes Jay, going to try the crossover move here on the 77. These two have just been going back and forth and back and forth. Jay going to drive it in and touch the 77 in the middle of turn 1 and 2. They're going to touch again, heading out of turn number 2. Oh boy, good close quarter racing between these two. Holy smokes! Let's go ahead and take an onboard here. Let's go with 39 Josh Freed. He's got a good view of all of this. Sees those two in front of him. He's got a good battle himself with Zach Stevens. Looks like Zach is now backed out of that one. See what Josh Freed's going to do. Is he going to go high or is he going to go low? I think he might be forced to the high side here. Again, they touch as they head into turn 1. Jay Stinson slaps the driver's side door of the 77 at Nathan Brzezowski. Yes, Jay will take away that 4th spot and seal it off now. See what Zach Stevens can do. He's having quite the race, too. He's been up front. There's some now on the high side. And now to turn 4. They're still going to be side by side. Chase Greer going to take the low line now. So Matthew Fritz back there. He's kind of racing into the picture, too. Above these, who is that? Is that a battle for the lead? It is. John Ross has caught Chris Cornett, folks. Here he goes, taking a look to the inside in turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, I think Chris Cornett might have a little bit of an advantage. Still just about exactly nose to nose at the line. Justin Parham's just sitting here watching. And I hope you two take yourselves out. Down the backstretch we go, still just about even between these two. Chris Cornett with just a slight advantage heading into turn number 3. Good corner there by John Ross, and he will get the move done. He has now regained the lead of this race. He's led much of this race already. Chris Cornett led about, what, 8 laps there, I think, if that. John Ross said, I want that back, man. Thanks for keeping the spot warm for me. Good battle in these top 3 spots, though. Justin Parham is right here in it, pushing Chris Cornett. Chris now going to take a peek to the inside. Can he get the move done? Heading out of turn number 4. Deja vu from last lap. Taken on board here by Jay Stinson. Let's do Jay Stinson. Got Justin Parham right in front of him. Got the battle for the lead right there in front of Justin. Chris going to be down low. John going to be up high. Crossing the start-finish line on to lap 108. I do wonder when the pit window will come into play. Remember, they will all went into pits on lap number 82. Starting to get a few laps on these tires. We know they're able to do at least 40 because they were doing those in each stage. But I do wonder just how much life they got in these tires at the end of those 40. Ooh, this is looking pretty spicy here for the top 4 spots. Top 5 spots. I didn't know. I thought I heard Nathan Brzezowski's engine. And there he is. He's right here on the back. Oh, Chris Cornett gets a little loose and slides up into the 19. I think Justin might have quite the run here down the backstretch, though. About a half a car length advantage heading into turn number 3. Still side by side. Battle still on for the 2nd spot. John Ross is looking in his rearview mirror saying, yes, boys, race like hell. He's going to drive away into the sunset. Already has about a half a second advantage out front. This is doing nothing but helping. Glad to see Jay Stinson having a good race. This is sort of a hometown track for Jay Stinson. I guess Bristol Motor Speedway would be the hometown track, but Nashville is not too damn far away. It is pretty damn close. Chris Cornett stuck down low. A train of cars up high. Kind of changing lanes as things go along, though. Ooh, Jay gets a little loose there out of the corner. I think that's going to allow the 77 and Nathan Brzezowski to maybe have a run. Not able to do so, though. Josh Freed, though, quite the run on the high side. Able to get along the 77, or alongside the 77 now. Good racing all over the track up here for the top spots. I'm sure there's some good racing back there in the midfield, but boys, I can't tear myself away from the top spots. And side by side for quite a few laps here, Justin Parham and Chris Cornett. Now look at the advantage out front, though. You see the pace that they're losing. Racing side by side, 1.5 second advantage for John Ross out front now. This is exactly what he needed. It gives him some breathing room. Now he's going to be able to save a little bit of tire while these boys are burning them up. Battling, but look at Jay Stinson, kind of stuck here in the middle. Got a 2-car battle for third position, or for second position, and then a 2-car battle for fifth position in behind Jay. Well, I will take just a moment to look back through the field, see what's going on. Here is Christian Delgado on the high side. Nathan Brzezowski down low. Zach Stevens currently running in 8th position. Chase Greer in 9th. Matthew Fritz in 10th. Ryan Gomes in 11th. Justin Robertson in 12th. Carson Youngblood is blinking, so we won't look at him. He's in 13th. Alan Wild back here. Big gap up to those other leaders. He is currently running 14th. Hanging on and fighting off the 51 of Rick Kennedy and Derek Buckaloo. Well, as I say that, I think Rick Kennedy might have got past, and he did. Derek Buckaloo going to try to follow suit and take the inside line as well. Wild going to be stuck up top. Might lose this spot too. B-Boy Kyle Blintz back here in 17th. Ryan Whitman in 18th. And Shane Wilden in 19th. Everybody else is off track, so 19 cars running. The battle up here is still so spicy, though. Justin Parham looks like he has locked it down. Well, as I say that, here goes the number 2. Jay Stinson once again going to battle these top dogs here for a top 3 spot here. This one's pretty important for Jay. Sticking on board here with Nathan Brzezowski. He's kind of stuck right here. Oh my goodness, as I say that, he got forced up into the wall there a little bit by the 13 of Christian Delgado. Scraped the wall coming down the backstretch, and they're going to be side by side now. See a little bit of scraping going on the side of the 13. Some of the paint missing. He must have scraped one of these walls, as many of these racers have tonight. Oh, Jay gets a little bit of a push there in the middle of the corner, slides up into the 39, going to lose a little bit of pace. Has not lost the spot just yet, but he might just do it. Man, they're racing. Oh no, as I say that, we saw it happen. Jay Stinson had to go way down low. Is he going to be okay? He is. He's going to rejoin the track. Just got slapped on the nose there. Man, you'd hate to see that. Let this settle down for just a minute. We'll go back and take a look and see exactly what happened. I think just a little loose coming out of turn 4, slid down the track, or maybe Jay slid up the track. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and take a look back here and see what happened. Here they are heading out of the corner. Let's go to this. Oh, actually, he comes up the track into the 39 and gets a little loose there, and going to have to slide all the way down through the infield here. Didn't get into anybody, though. I don't think he took any damage whatsoever on the car, so that's always good. Live to fight another day. He's going to slide all the way back to, what, 12th position right now, battling with Carson Youngblood. Focus on what's going on up here. Right now, John Ross, big advantage out front, almost 3 seconds over Chris Cornett. Back in the second spot, which has another big advantage over Justin Parham, which is currently hanging on to the 3rd spot. But we had some action going on the front stretch. We got people in pit lane. We do. We got some people taking a pit stop here. Dustin Rogerson and Derek Buckaloo going down pit lane now. Gotta get those cars serviced up. It'll be interesting to see like the different strategies and how far people push these things. What are we now, about 40 laps into this run? So this is about as far as they've pushed these cars so far here today. We've had 40 laps for each stage. So we'll have to see just how far they want to go before they take them down pit lane. We'll keep an eye on the leader because I got a feeling they might be trying to match what he's doing. Chris Cornett. Everybody else bypassing pit lane right now. Battle for 3rd spot right now. Justin Parham going to be up high at 39, and Josh Freed nose ahead as we head into turn number 1. good side-by-side racing ever since we started this second half of the race here. After stage 2, it's like they flipped the switch and said, boys, we're just going to race side-by-side the entire time. Man, 4 seconds advantage out front for John Ross. He is putting on a clinic right now. Chris Cornett as well has put on a really good show. Has second place really locked down. We saw the battle for third just now. Josh Freed now hangs on to that spot. Pretty good battle in behind these, though. Christian Delgado and the 39 of Matthew Fritz. I think I said 39. I meant the 29 if I did say 39. Nathan Brzezowski down low. I think he's not going to clear. He's going to take a peek to the inside here on Matthew Fritz. Can he get the move done? Not able to carry the pace. I think he's going to pit lane. He is going to pit lane. Oh, can he get it woed down in time? Yes, I think he does. The 88 of Chris Cornett now coming down pit lane. So one of our top 2 spots. Maybe he's going to try the undercut here. John Ross will see just how much longer he wants to push it if he's going to come in this lap. Nathan Brzezowski, Chris Cornett, Leroy Koblenz, Alan Wild all in pit lane right now. Here comes John Ross down into pit lane. If the rest of the field follows suit, Josh Freed chooses to stay out. So does, wow, a lot of the cars actually chose to stay out. I'm kind of surprised. All the way back to Jay Stinson. The top 7 spots still staying out on track. John Ross coming down pit lane now. Ryan Gomes coming down pit lane. Haven't said much about Ryan today, but he's been right there in the thick of things. He's had a pretty good race here today. It looks like this could be our last pit stop of the day. I think they'll try to push it all the way to the end of the race unless we have some caution flags. Could shake things up a bit. Looks like top 7 spots still choosing to stay out. Good battle right here, right behind Matthew Fritz. He's got Chase Greer and Christian Delgado. Looked like they were going to be 3 wide there for just a second. I think Josh Freed is going to elect to stay out, and he does. Yeah, these cars are pushing it. I like it. Where did John Ross come back out on track? Here he is going down the front stretch, so he did go a lap down. Top 9 spots still on the lead lap. Shane Wilden, our last car on the lead lap. Caution flag right now would make things really interesting. Matthew Fritz taking the inside line here on the 19 of Justin Parham. As of right now, this is the battle for second spot. Matthew not able to seal off that spot from the 19 of Justin Parham. But Justin's going really high through 3 and 4. And I think that will, yes, it does. Matthew going to lock down that spot. Now Chase Greer going to try to follow what Matthew did here through the corner. Going to take a look to the inside of Justin. Through 1 and 2 does get a pretty good run out of turn number 2. Going to be alongside as we head down the backstretch. You can see the drag race. He is a nose ahead as we head into turn number 3. There goes our leader, everybody. Josh Freed has taken her down pit lane, surrendered the lead to Matthew Fritz now out front. When do these guys come down pit lane? That is the question. Well, I wanted green flag pit stops, and I got it. Thank you, iRacing gods. And nicely done by Christian Delgado there to get by the 19 of Justin Parham. I think Justin's starting to really struggle with some grip. He's pushing really hard in turns 3 and 4, and it looks to be the place that he's losing most of his pace. Oh my gosh! They actually had to get out of the throttle and make evasive action to not get into the back of the 13. So nicely done, Justin, to not ruin Christian Delgado's race there. Matthew France, our current scored leader, still out on track, has not gone down pit lane since lap number 82, as well as the top 6 cars. They have all stayed out since then. The new leader of the race, Chase Greer, has just overtaken the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Jay Stinson, after going for that wild ride, has the 44 of John Ross. Right there beside him, looks like Justin Coleman has decided to take her down pit lane to get some new tires on that thing. I think he was really struggling for grip out there. I think it might be a good call for him. He was losing spots left and right. Here's the number 3 of Joey Hickox rejoining the race. Whoa, John Ross. New tires on that thing, can really put the car where he wants, and there he goes, taking 2 cars, and there goes the rest of the field going down pit lane now. I've seen Chase Greer, Christian Delgado. Oh, I think Chase Greer actually missed pit lane there for a second. Gonna lose some time here in pit lane. Christian Delgado, nice clean. Making his way down pit lane, so it did Jay Stinson. So nicely done to those two. To see how they rejoin the track. Matthew Fritz, our current scored leader, has not gone down pit lane. Him and Zach Stevens, number 33 car. And there he goes. Does Zach go as well? He does. Oh, he's trying to woe it down. He's sliding all over the place. He does get that thing back under control, though, and whew, that was close. Brian Wortman, everybody, our scored leader, went down pit lane on lap number 87, currently cruising around the track. Laps winding down here. We're already on lap 137 out of 165. Not too many more laps around this here beautiful track of Nashville Speedway. See if we got any position battles going on back here. I think Carson Youngblood all over the bumper of the 23. Dustin Rogerson, that is the battle for 5th place on track at the moment. They have already taken their pit stop, so this could be a big one for position. Carson really driving it down to the inside. Does have the advantage heading into turn number 1 and does clear the 23. Dustin, there he goes. Nicely done, Carson Youngblood. Battle for the lead, which will eventually be John Ross out front. Chris Cornett is about, what, 2 seconds between these two. Ryan Wortman has 17 seconds over John Ross. Eventually going to have to go down pit lane, though. They battle in between, or in behind these two. Chase Greer and Derek Buckaloo battling side by side. Looks like Chase Greer going to win that one out. Christian Delgado now going to be on the bumper of the 81 car. This could eventually be for a top 10 spot. Ooh, crossover action there by Christian Delgado. He will have the inside line here. Good advantage to the inside as they cross the start-finish line. 25 laps to go, everybody. 25 laps. Christian Delgado, nicely done, buddy. John Ross catching the leader at a rate of pace right now. About a second, well, almost 2 seconds per lap. Oh, goodness. I do wonder if Brian Wortman is going to try to make it all the way to the end of the race. I don't know how much the fuel range is here. But he's going for it at least. But we're getting down to the nitty and gritty. Oh boy, oh boy. Nice smooth line here by our leader, Brian Wortman. really any position battles going on right now. I'll just be honest with you. Trying to find us a little something out here. Oh, what has happened to Chris Cornett? Oh, he has slapped the wall hard there. It looked like he lost connection of a sort because he went off my live timing tower, and then all of a sudden he went way down the track. I'm gonna see if I can somehow find what happened here. Well, where is he? I don't even see him on the timer anymore. Oh, here he is. Okay. He slapped the wall way before here. Did he get loose in the corner? Oh, he did. Look, he lost connection. Like, I'm gonna go far chase, and if the camera like goes away, that means he lost connection. See, he lost connection here, and when he comes back, he slides up the track and just straight into the wall. Oh man, you hate to see that for him. He's had such a good race all day. I think he really had second position locked down. Sometimes it's like that. Now he is all the way back in what? Man, he's all the way back at 16th position. I don't even think he's gone to pit lane yet. He's going to pit lane now. Man, that puts another contender out of the picture here. John Ross really has a good advantage out front now. 3.5 seconds over Nathan Brzezowski back in second position. It does look like in all that mess there, Brian Workman did take it down pit lane. Nice job to him for leading some laps there. Carson Youngblood back here in third position. Let's see if Dustin Rogerson can catch up to him. Taking on board here with Dustin Rogerson and see if he is catching up to Carson Youngblood. See if we can kind of tell. Looks like he caught up just a little bit through those corners at least. I think Dustin is really pushing the pace here right now. There is the number 88 car. Saw him rejoining the track surface. His race is kind of shot, unfortunately. I think he definitely will surrender the points lead now to John Ross once again. We'll battle back here for a 7th position on track. Chase Greer right on the bumper of Justin Parham. Little higher entry to the corner. And race out of the corner. Keep about the same gap between him and Justin. Really much doing. Let's check on Dustin Rogerson. Has he caught up to Carson? He is not. Nathan Brzezowski kind of having a smooth race now. 88 of Chris Cornett with those fresh tires, really racing him for that position. Trying to find us an exciting battle, but I don't really see one out there. I guess these three cars are about the closest to one another. Justin Parham, Chase Greer, and Christian Delgado. Everybody else pretty spread out. Here's an onboard here with Christian Delgado. He's trying to chase down the number 8, Chase Greer. Oh, Justin Parham, I saw him really pushing out of turn number 4 and slap the wall. I think that's going to allow Chase Greer to be right on the bumper as we head into turn 1. Saw the sparks and smoke flying. He hit that wall pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. Oh, I think Chase was thinking about taking a look to the inside there, and here he goes into turn number 3. Going to allow Christian Delgado to really get on the bumper here. 14 laps to go, everybody. Not entirely sure what happened between how Dustin Rogerson got all the way back here to 5th. He was in 4th. I guess Ryan Gomes may have just caught him. I don't know. Trying to find it on my timing tower over here, just trying to get another view of what happened, but I don't see Ryan Gomes passing anyone. Well, damn. Sorry, everybody. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Here it is. Let's take a look back here. See what happened. I'm wondering if Dustin Rogerson made a mistake or if he just caught him on straight pace. Here they are heading out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Yeah, I think he just caught him on pure raw pace. Nicely done, Ryan Gomes. Yeah, man, he made that move look easy. Dustin Rogerson also lost a place to Josh Freed now, so he slid all the way back to 6th. Can Ryan Gomes catch Carson Youngblood? Because I tell you one damn thing, Ryan is absolutely flying right now. He was 4/10 faster than Carson Youngblood the last time around. Oh, Carson has slapped the wall. That's going to be exactly what Ryan needs here. As we head down the front stretch, man, he hit that wall pretty darn hard too. Lost a lot of speed. You can see the gap now is very close. I wonder if Carson took a little damage to that car. Might have some steering issues on that thing. I don't know. Here he goes. He's chasing him down. He's right on the gearbox. Heading out of turn number 4. Going to slide up the track. Get close to that wall. Man, Carson stays way away from that wall this time around. Carson dips down to the apron there. I'm going to run the higher approach here. He's going to cut it right down to the yellow line. He's going to try anyways. Gets a little bit of a push. Getting the air on the nose of the car. Goes a peek to the inside into turn number 3. This could be it. Oh man, Carson came down into him. Oh, there was nothing. Oh my gosh, Carson just went for a ride, buddy. Well, we saw it. Carson definitely came down into Ryan there. Ryan even got way on the brakes and out of the throttle to try to save him. Not able to do so. So this is going to make things a little spicy here towards the end of the race. Let's go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened. Okay, so here we go. This is them heading into the corner. I'm actually going to take a look at this view right here. We're going to play this in slow motion. Now, you see, we saw Ryan take a look to the inside here. Carson just cuts it down. I don't think he expected Ryan to have quite that run heading into turn number 3 and just comes right across the nose. And you can see Ryan really gets on the brakes. You can see how much Carson's car is sliding away from him. And I thought Carson had saved it, but I guess not. Because here he is. He's trying to save it. Still trying to save it. Clips the right rear quarter panel of Ryan and slides up into the wall. And big hit. Boom into the wall. Did anyone get collected? Oh, my goodness. We about had some really good cars caught up in that one. But I think it might just be Carson Youngblood caught up in this one. I really hate to see that for Carson, man. He's had such a good race all day long. It's kind of unfortunate, but, you know. Oh, we got some strategery going on here. What do we got? We got John Ross going down pit lane. Chase Greer has chose to stay out on track, everybody. Is he going to be able to hold off the entire field? I don't think so. Is that Shane Wilden out there on track? It is. Shane Wilden's going to stay out as well. The race off of pit lane here could be a really big one, folks. We'll see if John Ross can get another good, clean pit stop. Ryan Gomes coming down pit lane. He is now in his pit box. Everybody else going into their pit box. Let's see if we can focus here on the race off of pit lane. Okay, so John Ross does win the race, man. Look at Christian Delgado. Nicely done by him. The 77 of Nathan Brzezowski. This could breathe some life into a lot of action here. Zach Stevens, good pit stop by him. Ryan Gomes going to rejoin back in 6th place. 7th will be Josh Freed. Dustin Rogerson will be scored in 8th. Justin Parham in 9th. Leroy Cobb-Lentz going to round out your top 10. Ooh, this is going to be spicy. Chase Greer. I don't know, man. Chase went down pit lane on lap 135, so he did push it a little bit longer there, because if you remember, he was a part of that pack that stayed out for that long stint there, even though the leaders went in. So maybe he's got something for him, but it's going to be hard, man. If maybe there was some cars in between him and the guys with fresh tires, maybe. But I don't know, man. Now, he is going to be in control of the restart here, so that does give him a little bit of an advantage. But can he hold the pace to fight off the 44 and the 13? I don't know. But lights are out on the pace track. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here for our 7th restart of the day. Chase Greer, the number 8 car, is going to lead us off. He'll have John Ross, the man who has led the most laps here today and has definitely been the car to beat, going to be alongside here on the front row. Christian Delgado will be on the inside of row number 2 with Nathan Brzezowski on the outside. Ryan Gomes going to be on the outside of row number 3 with Zach Stevens on the inside. Row number 4 will have Dustin Rogerson up top and Josh Freed down low. And then sharing the 5th row will be Justin Parham on the inside with Leroy Cobb-Lentz, the 42 car, going to be on the outside. This could be our last restart of the day. Remember, we do have 3 green-white checkered attempts to get these things in. Hopefully, we don't need any of them. Let's go green flag all the way. We should restart with 4 laps left to go here in the race today. Getting ready to come out of turn number 4. Pace truck, I hope we don't see you anymore, buddy. Go to pit lane. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Hope you have a great day. Green flag going to be waving here in a minute. Let's see how Chase Greer does off this restart. We're going to go ahead and take an onboard here with John Ross and see how much of an advantage he's got on those fresh tires. Right now, not much of any. Chase Greer has raced to the front and has cleared. Can he hold that spot into turn number 1? It does look like he's going to do so. Christian Delgado going to take the advantage here to the inside of the 44 of John Ross. We could have a battle for second position coming on. John going to have quite the advantage up top as we race down the backstretch. He's going to take a peek to the inside. Chase Greer going to be a sitting duck on the higher side of the track. 44 to the inside. Can he get the move done off of turn number 4? This could be the last pass that John Ross has to make for the day to win this race. Right now, half a car length advantage as we cross the start-finish line into turn number 1. I think John might have it. As of right now, he's got it, and he does clear. He is your new leader. The 13 of Christian Delgado now going to be down low. Look at the 77 of Nathan Brzezowski. He's going to make a look down low. Almost making it 3 wide. Oh, we have caution flag here. Oh, my goodness. I see some cars parked on the back stretch back there. It looks like Matthew Fritz, Dustin Rogerson may be caught up in something. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what brought out our 8th caution of the day. Here is the race going on back here. I see the 2 of Jay Stinson. Ooh, what happened there? Did he slide up into? He actually slid up the track a little bit into the 23 of Dustin Rogerson. And slides down, and the 29 of Matthew Fritz, innocent bystander, is caught up in it. You hate to see it. There those 2 go sliding down through the infield there on the backstretch. Unfortunate events here at the end of the race. But, you know, when you're racing that hard, some things just happen. Right. Let's go number 8. Hopefully, it's going to be your night. I was hoping for a good restart there. It was going to be a tall task anyways to hold off the 44 nonetheless. Did a good job on the restart there. Alrighty. Lights are still on the pace truck. I think we're going to have some racers going down pit lane. Shane Wildon bringing it down pit lane in his pit box. Dustin Rogerson, no big surprise there, coming down pit lane along with Matthew Fritz. Carson Youngblood still in pit lane. I think he is out for the race. I'm gutted for that young man. I sure am. Did a really good job here today. Unfortunate. Cornette get the lucky dog? He did. He sure did. The Chris Cornette. Did he get lucky dog though? I think he did. Yeah, I think you're right. None of my stats up here. They give me all these nonsense stats here that I don't really use. That would be a nice stat to have, you know? Right now, I'm seeing him on the lead lap though. So yeah, I believe you are right. Gonna make it out of pit lane. I think he will. He should have plenty of time, and he does. Should have lights out on the pace car this time by. Should be pretty exciting here for our top 3 spots. Remember, after the race, we're going to watch the winner celebrate, but then we're going to get to talk to the top 3 spots. Those interviews are always a whole lot of fun, so hopefully you guys will hang around for those. All right, here we go. Let's go through our top 10 starting lineup here for our 8th restart of the day, and hopefully our last. Here is the man that's going to lead us off. That is the 44 of John Ross. He will have... well, where is he at? There he is. Chase Greer going to start alongside. Then we'll have Christian Delgado on the inside of row number 2 with Nathan Brzezowski on the outside. Zach Stevens on the inside of row number 3 with Josh Freed on the outside. And then we'll have the 55 of Ryan Gomes and the 19 of Justin Parham going to be in the 4th row. And then rounding out the top 10 will be Leroy Koblenz on the high side with Alan Wild on the inside and the 28 car. Everybody watching at home, get out the popcorn. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Racers now making their way through turns 3 and 4. We're going to see the pace car get the hell out of the way because it ain't doing nothing but being in the way. All right, here we go. You hear the engines are revving. They're getting them ready. Can Chase Greer shock the world here? I'm cheering for him, but it's going to be a tall task with those older tires. Green flag is now out. Good start on the inside by John Ross. He will go ahead and take that advantage, that high side. Oh, they're suffering a little bit. I think Chase Greer just couldn't get that launch that he wanted. Christian Delgado going to move up to the 2nd spot. Chase Greer going to be up high. Nathan Brzezowski going to take the low spot here. He is now taking a top 3 spot. Look at the 33 car of Zach Stevens. Quite the rundown in the back stretch here. He might get over Chase Greer as well. Chase, man, I think he's just going to try to ride it out. It's the best he can do. Nicely done. 2 laps to go at the line. White flag is now out. Let's go, John Ross. Can he bring it home today? Heading into turn 1 and out of turn number 2 for the last time here. Christian Delgado hanging on to that 2nd spot. Nathan Brzezowski, I think, has the 3rd spot locked down right now. There's a big gap back to Zach Stevens in the 4th spot. Ryan Gomes, a good top 5 spot right now. Can he hang on to it? They're racing like hell in behind him, but all eyes are on the 44 as he heads out of turn number 4, and he will be the winner here, week number 7 at Nashville. Congratulations, John Ross. Nicely done, sir. Christian Delgado going to bring it home in 2nd. Nathan Brzezowski in 3rd. Zach Stevens in 4th. Ryan Gomes will round out your top 5. Then we'll have Justin Parham in the 19 car. Josh Freed in the 39 car in 7th. Leroy Koblenz going to be in 8th. Jay Stinson going to be in 9th. And Derek Buckaloo going to round out your top 10. Nicely done. All eyes on the 44 of John Ross. Congratulations, buddy. Burn it down while you're in the infield. You deserve it. What a drive from him today, man. He was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Drove the absolute hell out of that car from the beginning of the race. Our biggest mover of the race, everybody, and a hats off to you, is the man finishing in 2nd position. Christian Delgado. This man started back in 21st. He's going to finish in 2nd. Nicely done. Line them up, boys. By getting the nice picture time. Oh, well, that's a terrible view. Oh, here we go. That's a pretty good view. Christian Delgado banging up all the cars. Like, sit still, buddy. Try to get a picture here. All right, like I said, we're going to hear from our top 3 racers here in just 1 minute. Let me go ahead and get myself ready. Be right back here in just 1 second. Let's see who we get to hear from first. Hopefully Nathan Brzezowski, Christian Delgado, and we'll save the best for last, John Ross. You guys are going to go ahead and dip. Thank you all very, very much. Appreciate you guys a lot for joining today. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I had an absolute blast. We'll be back again next week. Let me see the schedule for next week. I think we're off to, I want to say Texas, but I could be dead wrong. Let's look. We are, yes, we're off to Texas Legacy next week. It'll be a night race as well. 140 laps of racing. That'll be on same time, same place next week, so don't you guys miss it. It'll be a lot of fun. Everybody is in Discord ready to talk. All right, I do have top 3 spots in here. Let's go ahead and hear from Nathan Brzezowski. Give me one moment. All right, I am here with a top 3 finisher, the man that's going to finish in 3rd, Mr. Nathan Brzezowski. I tell you what, and I hope I'm saying your name right. I've been saying it like that.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. All right, but hey, man, good race from you tonight. Started all the way back in 9th. I don't think that's where you wanted to start the race, but man, you had a ton of pace. I really thought at one point in time you were going to have a shot there at the win, but I think some of the strategies just didn't work out for you. So, man, going to bring it home in 3rd here tonight, though. You had a really fast car. You drove an excellent race. So let's hear about it from your point of view, man.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really fast car. You know, John's always the quickest car here. You know, just to have even a piece of his pace is enough to get you 2nd, or 3rd. I felt like I had 2nd until that last caution came out and that the strategies mixed up, and then car stayed out and it kind of messed me up on that final restart. So I got screwed there, but you know, I'm happy. You know, Team Adrenaline got 1, 2, 3, so that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, always a 1, 2, 3 finish for Team Adrenaline. That's always really good. And yeah, it's like you said, you started on that higher line behind Chase Greer. We knew he was on older tires, and I was like, oh, it's kind of going to stunt that top line there. So yeah, I think he just got the short end of the straw there, but still, man, going to finish in 3rd place tonight. Got to be happy with that. And losing to teammates isn't always such a bad thing, I guess. But yeah, congratulations on your 3rd place finish here tonight, man. And hopefully we'll see you at Texas next week, man.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Right, that is your 3rd place finisher, Mr. Nathan Brzezowski. Congratulations to him, man. Really good drive from him. Now let's hear from Christian Delgado, the number 13 car.
3rd, so it obviously stacked up the whole top.
He's talking to the rest of the field right now. He ain't talking to me. Hello, Christian.
Hello. What's going on, man?
I surprised you and dragged you in here. Hey, man, congratulations on your 2nd place finish here tonight. Started all the way back in 21st position. And look at you, buddy, racing all the way up to 2nd position. I really, really thought you were going to give John a run like hell to the checker flag there. But, man, John was the car to beat all day long. He's really good at saving tires. He had a ton of an advantage anytime we had a green flag stint. But, hey, man, going to bring it home in 2nd position. Got to be happy with that. So let's hear about it from you, man.
Yeah, I had some prior commitments earlier to the race, and I thought I set it away just enough time to qualify. And I looked in the session, there was a minute left, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get in the race. So I joined in here. I didn't qualify, so I started last. I was like, well, you know, Nashville's one of my better tracks, I guess, if you'd say. It's kind of a car management, tire management kind of race, and you saw I did really well at Chicagoland, and that was kind of the way that race ended, was with tire management. So I knew I had a pretty good piece under me, and yeah, we drove up into the top 10 under stage 1, and then I was talking to my chat and other people and got distracted and ran in the back of someone under pacing and gave myself damage. So put myself in the back to start stage 2, and I think I drove up to 11th, no stage points, but it did really give me confidence that I could go back and drive through the field with no potential cautions in that last stage, right? Going from 80 to 168. And yeah, we drove up to like, I think 6th or 7th. And then it's just so hard to pass here. And with the dirty air, and there's really only one lane you can run. On new tires, you can kind of run the top and pinch someone off, and that's a really good defensive line. But as the laps go on, really the only line you can run is that bottom. And we got that late caution. I had someone in my ear tell me to take 2 tires, and so I trusted them. They're a lot better than I am. And so yeah, we started I think in 3rd or 4th, and we're able to get around the 8 pretty quickly. And and then we got we were side by side with the 8. The caution came back out, so I started 3rd, and the 8 just didn't have a good restart, and we got clear, and I knew the 8 stayed out. He didn't even take 2. He stayed out, which was pretty interesting call. It looks like he didn't get the finish he wanted, but yeah, I knew I didn't have anything for John. He had 4, I had 2, so I was just trying to gain some track position and maybe gain some points, because we didn't have good stages and me missing Kansas really stung a little bit. And obviously that my Kentucky probably, I think I deserved a better finish, and unfortunately got caught up in some incidents there. So I knew I had to come out here, try something different to, jump a couple spots. I think I would have came out in 9th if I took 4 like everybody else, and came out in 2nd out of the people who pit. So I think that was really the thing that gave me, the chance to come up here and race for a podium. So super happy for the opportunity to, be sitting in here getting an interview tonight.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Well, you drove an excellent race. It's like you said, that last restart there really helped you out because Chase was on those older tires, and I said, "Oof, he's going to struggle with him," because he was the only car to stay out, and that kind of helped you out, held up your teammate there, Nathan Brzezowski, and kind of pushed him back, let you go up front. But man, still good drive from you tonight, man. Racing all the way back from 21st all the way up to 2nd. You got to be happy with that. And like you said, maybe your luck has turned around. A win is upon the horizon out there. I hope so anyways. But hey, man, good race here tonight. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Texas, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your 2nd place finisher. Congratulations, Christian Delgado, man. What a good drive from him. But now let's hear from the main man of the show, Mr. John Ross. All right, now we have our race winner. Once again, the number 44 of John Ross, man, what a race from you. You were so good at managing the tires and holding off the field. You were the car to beat. It was not even close. There was no doubt in my mind that you were going to win this race today, especially when we had those longer green flag stints. You're going to win both of the stages here today and the race, so you got to be happy. Good day in the office, going to regain the lead in the points. You missed the last race. That was kind of unfortunate. Kind of lost the championship lead, but hey, right back up there now, right back in the thick of things. So congratulations here tonight. Let's hear about it from you, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You said it really well, and it was. I missed a couple of races. I think the last 2 races or something like that. My wheelbase went out, so I had to put one on order. It took forever to get in, so I'm still getting used to it. But I enjoy Nashville. I'm from Nashville, so obviously I like the Nashville track. But it was, it's one of those tracks where the first 10 or 15 laps, man, you can really push the car hard, but it just plays with the right front tire, and then over time it's going to start to get really pushy, and you'll start to see people make contact on the exit of 2 and 4. And so for me, in those moments, I had to drive hard. I had a really good battle with Justin there early, and then another one with Chris on both of those stages. And I think even on that last run, I just let Chris go in front of me for a little while because I just knew that I had to nail a certain pace. But it seemed like once we got a little bit of wear on the tires, man, the car just really took off.
Yeah, man. Anytime it was a longer green flag stand, it's like you said, anything above 15 laps, that's when you really started to shine and you were starting to pull away from the field. But man, excellent drive here today. If this is a hometown track, well, then you made the hometown crowd out there very happy because you absolutely put on a clinic. So congratulations on another win here in the season. Going to regain the championship lead out there, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Texas, brother.
I appreciate that, and shout out to my Adrenaline Racing team for 2nd and 3rd place tonight. Leroy had a good 8th, and then Josh 7th, so it was a good night for the team as well.
Absolutely. Nicely done, Team Adrenaline. Hopefully you can do it again next week.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your top 3 spots. Congratulations again to Nathan Brzezowski, going to finish in 3rd, Christian Delgado in 2nd, and John Ross going to be the big winner here today. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys a lot for being here. I had an absolute blast. And like I said, I'll be back again, same time, same place. It'll be, we'll be at Texas, though. So bring your big cowboy hats because everything's bigger in Texas. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your night. Until next time, I love you. I mean it. And goodbye.